Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update this channel daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today, we are discussing the 3712, the IWC Portuguese Rattrapante. Now, it's based heavily on the most popular IWC wristwatch of all time, which is the Portuguese Automatic Chronograph, reference 3714. That one was launched back in 1998, and it quickly became the most successful IWC reference of any description, dress or sports, simple or complicated. Produced for a solid 20 years and not redesigned until 2018, it set a mark for design excellence. But although made in many variations, most weren't technically interesting. This one is. This is the reference 3712-02. Stainless steel, it's an automatic rattrapante version of the Portuguese chronograph. 40.9 millimeters in diameter, it's also a Portugueser for those who have smaller wrists. The timepiece is also fairly slim given the complexity. At 12.7 millimeters thick, this is cuff friendly. And lug-to-lug, the watch is nicely constrained across my 16 centimeter circumference wrist at only 47.7 millimeters. Let's afford ourselves a bit more light. You can see that the spacing between the lugs is a very versatile 20 millimeters, so you're going to have a universe of aftermarket and OEM straps in that 20 millimeter size. The strap is handsome, befitting a complicated flagship. It has a high gloss finish, large rectangular scale alligator leather, a little bit of bolstering, a sheer side that shows the layers of construction, a monotone stitch, black calfskin on the underside, and an IWC pin buckle, which as you can see features a combination of both satin finish and polish on its bevels, and a raised bridge over the stanchion, so when it's buckled on the wrist, the strap sits between the prongs rather than piling up and stacking. So a small component, but one that's been handsomely finished and thoughtfully designed. The case is simple. Now, it is a Portugueser, which means it's all of dial with a minimalist bezel, but when you turn it on its side, you can see that it features polished lug hoods, nice shapely, tightly downturned, arcing, integrated lugs. It features a polished lower flank of its cantilevered bezel, and you can see not only does it feature a polished lower flank of the cantilevered bezel, but a polished pusher for the rattrapante trigger and polished pushers on the crown side. Also appreciate a feature often replaced during IWC factory service, the original fish crown present and correct. This watch is entirely intact. This is a reference that was made between 1995 and 2004, and prior to about 2002-2003 they all had the fish crown. This is something that often becomes a casualty of service, so take note, ours is intact. Now, the dial. It is a satin silver grain, and as you can see, it's a soft silver grain rather than an explosive sunburst. This is more of a matte or opaline. Sunken registers with snailing or concentric circular guilloche stamped in. You can see that it features raised Arabic numerals with a golden plate, as well as a golden dimple style seconds and minutes track. There is a dished Rayhaut outboard that you can see to good effect from this angle. It surrounds the dial and visually unifies the slim bezel with the dial base by sloping down and uniting them. There is a handsome bilateral symmetry, as chronograph rattrapante counterbalances the IWC logo and marquee, and then the timepiece can be split from top to bottom through its twin registers and the hands at center. You will note that it features the split seconds complication, so you can time two events that are occurring simultaneously without actually stopping the timing overall. This is great if you're timing two runners around a track and you want to determine whether the distance between them is waxing or waning. Well, the split second can allow you to do that. The timepiece can also be used as a conventional chronograph, a combination of rose gold hands and blued hands for the chronograph, rose gold hands for the civil time. The watch does feature hacking or stop seconds, so when you pull the crown, you stop the seconds hand, and you can synchronize to a reference time. 30 meters water resistant, all of that protecting. IWC caliber 76-240 using the Richard Habring designed split second chronograph system that is effectively installed into a Valjoux 7750. Now, conventionally, IWC would use a caliber 79-350, which is a modified 7750 high grade that is changed to remove the date and feature just a twin register small second chronograph face. But here, even more surgery is performed. So great is the change to create the split second system that the result is pretty much an IWC manufacture movement when all is said and done. Unidirectional automatic winding with 44-hour power reserve and 31 joules. It is, in its own way, an engineering work of art. It's not a pretty movement, so you won't mind the solid caseback, but you'll be happy to know that one of the star independent watchmakers of our era contributed mightily to the intellectual content of this mechanism. This timepiece, easy to wear, versatile, and from a famous family, also hails from one of the great manufacturers in watchmaking. With a big name behind its engineering, this is a timepiece that offers the full package in a 40.9mm stainless steel package. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox.